Hey there, Vinny from Project Frugal. Are you hungry? I certainly am. Let's go and cook. First up, we're going to need some ingredients. What are we going to have? Well, I think we'll have some potatoes. Yep, let's peel them. Okie dokie, they're going to need to be chopped up, so let's get into that. Okay, potatoes chopped up. Let's see what we got in the fridge. We've got some broccoli, we've got some lettuce, we've got a mango, that's not going to be much use. We've got some chilies, we've got some beer, great. We got some carrots. We have a couple of carrots. Got some pots over here. We got some mixed veggies. We'll have those. Okie dokie. I found this bit of pumpkin. Needs to be used, otherwise it's going to get chucked. But we'll add that to the toto. It'll give it a little bit of orange colour. It'll be nice. Give that a quick rinse. And we're good to go. Now chuck some water in that and chuck it on the stove. There we go. Potatoes are on. Nothing gets wasted. Any excess food scraps go in there into the compost. Or to the chickens, take your pick. These carrots are pretty clean, so we'll just give them a bit of a wash, chop the ends off, slice them up into a pot. In fact, these are pretty big, so we're only going to do 2 carrots. No point doing more than that. That's more than enough. And because it's the end of summer in New Zealand, we've got heaps of corn, so we're going to cook some corn. Right, so we got rid of the stuff around the corn. We'll just clean it up a little bit, chuck it in the pot, and put some water in and cook it. And here we go. This piece of cabbage needs to be finished off. There's not much there, but it'll be enough for one meal, so we'll use it. And to make it even better, we're going to chuck it in the steaming pot. It's got holes in the bottom of it. We'll cook it with the carrots. It just basically sits on top like that. We'll put a lid on it, and we can cook 2 things in one pot. And finally, last but not least, we got these mixed veggies. They're going to go straight in there. They're going to get some water chucked in, and they're going to get boiled as well. And here we go. We got corn in the back. We got the cabbage. We've got the carrots in there. We've turned everything on. Got the peas, carrots and corn in there, the mixed vegetables, the potato with a little bit of pumpkin in there. Awesome. So that's the vegetables sorted. In here, we're going to cook a couple of sausages. This is all olive oil in here. We'll cook it at 160 degrees. And some chicken tenders, and should be good to go. Bit of gravy. Bob's your uncle. Another good thing to do is clean as you go. So we've just tidied everything up. We've got a couple of gravy packets here. Denise got these on special at the supermarket. They were 29 cents each. Good deal. So we're going to use both of those. We'll make up 400 or 500 grams of gravy. Cheap as and quick to make. So we'll go with that. That'll be all good. And here we go for the meat. We've got Pam's crispy coated chicken tenders. I think they're about $10.79 for a kilo. So we have a couple of those each. Denise has got a couple of sausages. She likes the sausages. She doesn't eat chicken, so she can have those. They look pretty minute, but by the time they're cooked, they'll be massive. They'll be bloated. So we're good to go with all that. We'll just leave it sitting there boiling away, cooking away. We'll chuck the meat on, well, maybe in about another 20 minutes or so. That'll take 10 minutes. So we're about half an hour away from being fully done, and then we will dine in style. Okay, we're getting there. We've chucked a bit more water into the corn and into the potatoes because otherwise it's probably going to run dry. These are just about done. We'll just carry on boiling those for a few more minutes. These things over here are done. We've chucked the old cooker on here. We've got it on at 160 degrees Celsius. We're cooking it in olive oil, so it's reasonably healthy, as healthy as it's going to get. That'll take 5 minutes to heat up and 10 minutes to cook, and by then we should be just about there. So we might as well start getting everything prepared. So we'll chuck this gravy in this thing here. We're going to use some of the juice from the vegetables to top it up. And speaking of vegetables, what I used to do is I used to put, well, salt, pepper, sugar, butter into these, but to be honest, you don't actually need it. Well, especially when you get older and fatter and all the rest of it. Yeah, those times are gone. So I don't put anything like that into these things anymore while they're cooking. I might add stuff at the end of it, but that's about it. So while we're waiting, we got the pink Himalayan salt and the Pam's black pepper. That'll be good to go. Set the table. We're just about there. Just about there. Now we'll use some of this potato water. I'm going to put that a little bit in there. Put this to the side. Give it a stir. This gets stuck really easily actually. Give it a bit of a stir. It's like thick tar at the moment. Slap some more in there. It's about 500 mils. The rest of it can go down the sink. Okie dokie, potatoes are ready to do. We'll add a little bit of butter. We'll add some standard milk. None of the skim milk rubbish. We're going full bore. Grab the old masher and let's get into it. And here's a tip, once you finish with the masher, just give it a bit of a rinse off, make clean up a lot easier later. And another tip, once you've mashed it, just get a fork, give it another crack, because that really just gets out any last little lumps out of it. And here we go, all ready to eat. We've got a nice cold, ice cold, Lion Red, got a nice mug there from Fiji. We've got chicken tenders, corn, carrots, peas, mashed potatoes and cabbage. Meat and 6 veg. Let's get into it.